everyone. So originally I was going to make a list of 5 Dragon Ball Z games that got the most censorship, but in the end, this one game just had to take the list alone. It's by far the worst censorship I have seen in a Dragon Ball Z game. No, more like the worst censorshit of all games. So both Bandai Namco and Nintendo of America decided to do this. They looked at each other and said, hey, how are we going to censor the non-Japanese version of the game? Of which game? Dragon Ball Fusions. I don't know. Is there any blood in the game? No. Are there titties? That's an easy censorship right there. Nope, no titties. They all have shrunken character models, so even if there was a character like that, it wouldn't be noticeable. Fuck. We need to censor the game. We have to fucking do it. Okay, so what about strong language? The game doesn't have that. So then, should we even censor it? Yeah. We have to downgrade any version that isn't the Japanese one. Fuck it. Let's just take away the swords. The swords? Really? Yeah. We'll just say it's too violent. That's all. We're looking up for the kids that aren't Japanese. Why? Why the fuck? Emphasis on fuck here. Why the fuck would this be the thing they decided to censor? Till today, this issue is still around. They never looked back and said, wow, what a huge dick move. We need to change that back to swords before people realize we're fucking stupid. I just can't believe it. Swords have been a thing in video games since the very beginning. Heck, one of Nintendo's most popular characters wields a sword, and it's been that way since the first time we got a Legend of Zelda game. Seriously, Nintendo of America, do you and Bandai Namco want to look like the biggest dicks in the community? Stop censoring shit that doesn't require censorship. What, did the game not sell enough copies in Japan? So you needed to find a way to get everyone to buy the Japanese version in order to have a sword? Because that's what it's looking like. But you know what? If swords are too violent, which, I mean, yeah, it's a sword. It isn't a Huggy Bear. It's designed to cut through shit. I mean, it's undeniably the worst censorship I have seen in a video game. I've always hated censorship because it ruins like the likenesses that the game developers originally had in mind. But this one takes the cake. They got rid of swords and replaced them with a fucking stick. Why didn't they just replace them with a He-Man cup? Or a big middle finger up the characters' asses? There's a character move called Legendary Sword Slash, I think. It should have been called Imaginary Sword Slash or Legendary Censor Stick Slash. At least we could laugh at the stupidity of seeing someone like Featured Trunks bust out with a fucking stick instead of his iconic sword. I gotta end this video with a request. This is the worst censorship I've seen, but I would love to see a reaction of every DBZ fan if we could just get an even more censored version of the Dragon Ball Z anime and Dragon Ball Super, because there are swords there as well. We need to have a censored version of the anime where Trunks' sword is literally replaced by a stick. Just like in this game. It would be hilarious to see that happen. A true nod to this game's bullshit. I want to see Featured Trunks cut up Frieza's henchman with a superimposed stick, and then finish off Frieza by smacking him so hard with his stick that it makes Frieza turn into butterflies instead of cut up pieces, because that's too violent. That shit will scar kids. We can't see cut up pieces of Frieza. They too need to be superimposed with flowers and hearts. And when Featured Trunks is fighting against Goku Black with his sword, stick with the stick. That sword is too violent. We can't show that shit to people. What are you, fucking insane? That's like begging for trouble. Swords are worse than Nazis. This game is trying to send a message here. We need sticks. That is just the right amount of violence that won't affect our tiny little minds. Also, for the next Super Smash Bros, Link better fight with a stick from now on. Same goes for the rest of the characters with a sword. Otherwise, kids will be traumatized if they see a sword. Parents will wake up with multiple stab wounds because their kid saw a sword in a video game and it affected them this much. I swear, if I ever make a video game, I'm gonna censor the Japanese version and give every character with a sword a dandelion instead. And if you zoom in really close to the dandelion, it'll have an inscription saying, "Would you prefer a stick?" But anyways, that's as much as I can say for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, please leave a like, share with others, and subscribe if you haven't. And don't forget to click on that little bell icon next to the subscribe button to notify you of every new video that gets uploaded to the channel. Also, follow me on Twitter and Facebook to find out which videos are up next and whatever random ass posts I make. But anyways, I'll see you on the next video, and remember to have an awesome day.